Good morning. Today we are going to continue working on this Kawasaki KX 125 that's behind me here. So welcome. It's a nice morning. It's Saturday morning. Temperatures are in the low 70s, upper 60s this morning to start, which is kind of unusual for this time of year. It's been really cool. I'm sure that real extreme heat's going to be catching up with us before here too long. So let's get to it. Thanks for watching. Work on getting this exhaust taken off of this motorcycle. It's an 8mm for the bolt that's over here on the other side. Get that guy out of there. Don't want to lose that bolt. Get this part off of the frame as well. There's like a little shock absorber on here. Also has a 8mm bolt that holds that guy in place. Here's a little mount that has the shock absorber deal built into it. Put that bolt with that. Alright, those are out of there. This is my little swamp cooler setup. It sure saves you when you're working out in the heat. It's going to be a hot one again today here in Phoenix. It sure takes the edge off real swamp. Get these springs off of here to hold this exhaust in place. There's one of them that's released. Get that one on the other side there. That guy's right here. Alright, that exhaust pipe is now removed. Get that out of the way. Remove this cooling tin up here. It's an 8mm bolt that holds that in place there. And then that guy comes out. This definitely needs to be replaced. That thing is busted really bad. See there. Save that bolt. I'm gonna break loose this upper bolt. Takes a 14mm. I'm gonna have to grab a wrench real quick. 14mm wrench. Man, that thing is on there. Boy, that thing is tight. Couple of wrenches for a little bit better leverage there. It's coming loose now. Good. That guy out of there. Wiggle it, get that bolt all the way out. Let's try to get this little gear shifter removed out of here. It's already loose. Just gonna get that bolt. That's an 8mm. Reach right into there. That's an 8mm wrench here. This is working better than that ratchet wrench. This seems to be getting this guy loose for me here. We'll definitely be putting a new shifter on here. This thing just does not seem to work very good at all. Hopefully that shaft coming out of the engine's still okay. Sure hope so. Let's source more stuff for this motorcycle. That thing's hard to get to. Get out of there. I don't think it was ever put on there right the last time this was installed on this motorcycle. It definitely was not in there as far as it needed to be. There we go. Made by MSR. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Let's see if we can still use it. Alright, now we're gonna remove these bolts off of this. This is a little cover for your rear brake master cylinder. 8mm. That one is kind of strict. Let's see what I can do about getting that one off of there. Use a pair of vice grips on that 8mm bolt to try to get that bad boy out of there. Just replace that bolt after I start putting it back together. First it started to round that head off. I was kind of worried about that. It's working now. I got it loose. My 8mm might actually work now. Give it a shot. Yeah, there we go. Threads are really tight on that. Yeah, covers up there. Also gives me access to getting that swing arm to get that swing arm out of there and remove. And we'll get down there and we'll get that master cylinder taken off. The top bolt here is an 8mm. Got that one loosened up. And this bottom one is a 10. This motorcycle, when I got it, was actually missing the oh wow, one of my bolts is actually broke up at the master cylinder. The foot pedal is missing. Oh, what that 8mm went to? Some kind of a plastic piece. I thought it was bolted onto the master cylinder here, but that's not the case. Okay, get this whole unit out of here. That's out of the way now. Let's get onto this swing arm bolt here. Oh, that thing's not very tight at all. What in the world? I had a lot of stuff on this motorcycle that just doesn't seem right. Okay, that's out. That guy is a 23mm. Should be the same on everything. A little bit loose. Probably could even fit a standard socket on there. Whatever is around that 23mm size. I don't know right off the top of my head. Let's see what we can find to try to punch that axle, or not axle, the swing arm bolt out of there. Let's see here. Well, that does not seem to be doing anything. Ooh, isn't it loose? I'll lose that washer. Get one off the rear axle bolt. All these parts in this bag here, big storage bag, everything got taken off so far. We'll try a little bit different hammer this time. Try the sledgehammer, a little smaller here. There we go. Now we're talking. A little dead blow just wasn't enough. Hopefully I got enough of this thing sticking out. I can get a hold of it and snaggle it out of there. I can get it to turn. I just can't get it to come out. There too. Wow. Alright, 10 millimeter. What is this guy? 10mm. That's the bolt that holds this Kickstarter on. We'll get that out of there. Alright, cool, come right off. No problem. Put that bolt back in there for now. So don't get it mixed up with anything else. Tight. See what I can use. big flathead screwdriver. That seems to be working to get that thing to come out the other side there. That's about all I got on that. Maybe I can. Alright, here we go. That swing arm out of there. Alright, swing arm is out. This bolt down underneath here, under the shock, there's no bolt on the other side of it. It was just hanging out. Whoa, man. I had no idea that did that. Okay. Bolt didn't even have a nut on it or anything. It was just hanging there. Hope they weren't riding it like that. Yikes. I'm gonna work on getting this roller cover off. 8mm right here. Looks like the other part of it is actually held on there with the front axle. Alright, now I'm going to work on these bolts. 10mm for this front axle. Alright, I'll loosen it up. Okay, that is out of there. Now let's a little bracket that holds the brake line. Let's get that out of the way. It's 8mm bolts that hold that thing in place. Trying to do a pretty highly detailed video series on how this comes apart, so try to help out if somebody else is going to be doing the same project. It's not a step-by-step tutorial. It's something, you know, if you want to take on doing this yourself, just kind of what I'm doing. I'm not a professional motorcycle mechanic or anything like that. I just like working on things. Been doing that my whole life. When I was in the Navy, I was a boiler technician on some old steam-driven ships, and I was a mechanic there. So I've always just really enjoyed mechanical work. These bolts that hold this caliper in place, they're 6mm Allen. Get those guys broken loose. Seem to loosen that guy up. Hopefully that engine stand will hold that frame, and as soon as I get this caliper, everything off of here. Get this front tire out. Getting these out of there, that got me the room that I needed to get to these other bolts that were 10 millimeter on this front fork. Got the outside too loosened up. Tight. There we go. These should be broken loose now. Except for this one, maybe. Yeah, it's loose. So just a little tight. Now if that's loose, I don't know if that front axle just pops out or what. Third nut off there. These caps that sandwich that axle on these front forks. Okay. There's that. This side. Okay. I just hope this motorcycle doesn't come crashing down. That would not be good. Yeah, better leave that on it. Get this other side kind of loosened up, maybe. Got a big screwdriver here. Okay, that's loosened. Yep, that thing is not stable one bit. Okay, that'll work for a minute. Alright. That's what we got it stripped down to so far. Bolt to the head, there's a little clamp thing in there that's still holding it in place. Okay. And this is how I'm going to mount my camera to record my GoPro 7 white. Use a couple of little thin bungee cords. It's pretty solid. That thing's not going to go anywhere. I'm just rolling around on the water. I'm going to take it out tomorrow, out to Lake Pleasant. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Oh wow, that thing's on follow me mode. I didn't know it did that. That's kind of cool. But that's going to be about a wrap for today's video. And we will get back to it again here in a few days. It's been a week since I put up the last one. It was last Sunday. Today's Saturday. And still working on it and just getting it going here. That's kind of a neat feature. I didn't know that thing did that. That's pretty awesome. It makes it a lot easier. Like almost 2 people are filming. Just trying to film and do everything yourself gets a little bit challenging sometimes, but we'll figure it out. We're learning as we go. Hope you like my videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And tomorrow we're going to go out and we're going to do a little fishing out of a kayak. I've had the kayak out once. Had it for a couple of years. I just haven't had the time to really get it out. And I'm going to go do a little fishing with my brother tomorrow. So we'll be putting a video up for that as well. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching my video. Thanks. Bye.